Okay, so today I thought we'd take a look at making the charging system for the Francis Barnett. So here we simply have, we've got a nice big roll of enamelled wire for making the charging coils out of, and we've got some plastic to wrap it around. Now the wire is 0.75 millimetres, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 0.75. Never made any charging coils before. It's simple enough principle. Whether it works or not though, I couldn't tell you. So it's all a bit trial and error. I'm not expecting this to go very well. I have found it's a very tea intensive job, because I've already prepared one of these rings. Those warm. There we go. All marked out ready. We're going to attempt sort of a 3-phase setup. Yeah, so as there's, how many magnets are there? There's 10 magnets on the little rotor I've made. Obviously going around north, south, north, south. So we're going to do little short coils, every third one for each phase. Of course you don't want your coils being on one lot of coils and then on a north and then the next lot on a south if it's on the same phase, because it'll just cancel each other out, so they've got to be spaced correctly. So this is all marked out, little grooves where I need to start each one, and I've got a slit in it so I can well, get the coil through and yeah, start winding. Obviously the very last one's going to be a git to wind, because I'm going to have to glue that back together before I wind the last coil. Don't quite know what to expect out of it, but when we've made it I'm sure we'll find out. So yeah, we'll get cracking. I'll start winding the coils and then turn this back on in a bit and see how it's going. Could be terrible. Might not even show this video. Might all just get deleted and start again. But you know, we'll find out. Right, onward. Right, yeah, well that's the gist of what we're going to be doing. And of course we're going to have the next phase wound next to this one, and then the third phase wound after that. Only I have completely cocked up my space in there, so I'm going to have to start again. And since it is getting blooming cold out here, and this is not a mucky job at all, it's nice and clean, I'm going to venture into the house and get this wound, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Right, see you in a bit. There we go, that's the first phase wound. Now we'll get on with phases 2 and 3. See you in a bit. Okay, so I didn't film much of the making of that because, well, I did most of it sat on the sofa watching the telly. But anyway, there she is. I've wired the 3 phases up in parallel. So that's the common, and they're the ends of the separate 3 phases. And just to make it nice and complicated, I've laid everything black because, well, I had black wire. But yeah, there she is. And the bits of black tape were just there to hold things in place while I was winding the coil. There's quite a lot of copper on that, I think. Sort of between 90 and 100 foot of copper. But anyway, now we've got the interesting job of making it fit onto there somehow. The cover that was on it, which is that yellow thing, is actually quite a shallow cover. I do have another one that's a little bit deeper. Yeah, I didn't measure this one until this morning. I presume they were both the same size, which was a bit silly, and made this lot and the coils to fit in the other cover. So I suppose I best go dig that out really, I don't know. I've got a feeling this could be very cable tie heavy to start with, and well, if it works we'll do something a bit more permanent, maybe, or we could just always leave the cable ties in. But yeah, let's see what happens. Right, onward. Well, something like that. It's a bit hedgehoggy on this side at the moment, but you know, it'll do for a try, won't it? Right, let's see if this thing fits, and better find some petrol, see if I can fire that up and see what readings we get. I'm not expecting much. I'm hoping it's going to be brilliant, but I'm fully expecting it to be crap and we have to start all over again. But you know, let's see what happens, eh? Right, yeah. best keep going. Well, so far that's an abject failure. We had 1.3 volts on that phase. It's a bit shit. Okay. Well, I'll pop the cover back off, see what's going on. Well, nothing terrible has happened. Kind of thought for a minute that the rotor might have caught the windings, but it hasn't. We're maybe too far away, or it may just be completely rubbish, and I'll have to make something different. Oh well, we'll keep trying. Okay, so I've just been messing about checking things. The rotor is about as close to the windings as I can get it without anything catching and causing problems. Everything seems fine in there. I've checked the continuity between the phases and the resistance, and they're all pretty even. Doesn't seem to be anything going wrong. But I've just been messing about with, just made a little coil around a pencil, rigged it up to my multimeter, and just been messing about waving spare magnets of bits across the front of it, and I think I've just got far too thick a wire for the strength of magnets I've got. Yes, which could be interesting. So I think for now I'm just going to sack it off and wait until I can get some thinner wire. Quite how long that'll be, I don't know, but that is quite thick. I didn't realise I'd ordered such thick wire. It's 0.75 millimeters. So yeah, it just stood a lot of ampage, but yeah, it's no good if it's not generating anything, is it? So what I might do is try and get hold of some, I don't know, some 0.3 or something like that, and have another go, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I think that'll do for now. Right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Ta-da!